Greetings, automotive enthusiasts. I'm off to see the Wizard again. I'm taking our 88 Lincoln Town Car to go get some service done. And it's funny, I didn't wear this hat by accident, but I think it kind of fits the bill here. But anyway, it's cold out here. The wind's blowing north, so let me get in the car and tell you what's happening. Ooh, it is cold out there. We got another cold front coming through. It's got maybe some snow tomorrow. This is unusual winter for South Central Kansas here. We kind of had a lot of stuff going on. But anywho, so I'm in the 88 Lincoln Town Car. And if you saw our last video, I used this car to go to Oklahoma City. And we went and picked up a car in Oklahoma City. So that was the 07 Mercedes CLS AMG 63. So you can go back and watch that video and see what we did there. But Becky and I decided to road trip. This is such a comfortable car, and I was filling it up with gas, and gas started pouring out of the back of the car. So it was like, oh no, 11 gallons. Wow. Well, stop. Okay. And, so I bought this car at auction as a kind of somebody must have been a garage find car. The car is in beautiful shape. You can tell it's been in garage its whole life. Smells a little bit like mothballs. So definitely a grandpa kind of car. But so I bought it, and somebody else kind of did most of the resurrection to it. When I got it, it was running and driving, but you had to go to my auction video where Hoovie and I go to auction and buy cars, and this is the car that I bought. And I was planning on driving it back, and I had to trailer it back. If that tells you how that went, go watch that video to see that tales from the trip. It was interesting nonetheless. But so somebody did most of the work to this car, but they kind of, I don't know if they gave up on it or whatever. They didn't take it to the finish line. Really nice car, so we got it in, really happy with it. And so we're taking it to the finish line. We changed brake calipers, rotors, all new brakes, the new calipers, new hoses, did all that stuff because one of the calipers was sticking. It's got new water pump, thermostat, valve cover gaskets, intake manifold gasket, just a lot of the stuff that kind of a car that's sitting kind of requires. So, but I thought we kind of had it done, and the first night I drove it home, literally the first night I drove it home, I ran out of gas a mile away from the house, and it showed that I had a third of a tank of gas. So I thought it had fuel, and the gauge, the sending unit wasn't working. So called Becky to rescue me, as always. This is becoming a little bit of a theme, but so she came, and we dumped gas in it, got it right back to the house, no problem. And so I knew the sending unit wasn't working, but then obviously when they must have had the tank out to clean it or something, and either they didn't get the filler neck tight, or they didn't get the sending unit seal tight or something. But when you fill it up, it pours out fuel. So taking it to the Wizard and have him fix that, check on the sending unit, and then just kind of look the car over and see if there's anything else it needs. So, and then we're picking up the Jag, the XJS, the 91 XJS, and he said it is ready. They did the valve cover gaskets on it. So we're off to see the Wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Cars. Stay tuned. Man, I tell you what, these cars are so nice to drive. Don't believe that fuel gauge. Man, pulling into the Wizards here, just made it to Newton and coming around for the exit. But yeah, it's just cold and windy out there, and I'm just like a little bug in a rug in this car, just cruising. I brought a little 1 gallon can of fuel, though. I'm trying to deliver this car with as little fuel in it as possible for Wizard, so he's not trying to have to drop he's probably have to drop the tank would be my guess. But so he's not trying to mess with a full tank. So trying to get the fuel out for him. But oh man, what I get it. I mean, these cars are really kind of coming back, and we love them. We've had several of them, and every time I drive one, I just get it, because man, nothing just rides like these old land yachts. So cozy. Pulling into the Wizard, and there it is. There's the Z. I'm glad to see him driving it. And pulling into the Wizard shop, and there's the Jaguar. This ought to be good. What's happening, Wizard? You're loaded with Malays land yachts, huh?
Yeah, we have a few of those in here.
There's the Imperial, and here we have the Lincoln Town Car. I think mine might need a little less than Hoovie's Imperial. This looks like this has been a project.
It's been quite a bit. We got the whole electronic fuel injection system that were plagued back in the 70s.
Yes,
80s.
yes.
That's all been deleted, and it runs great now. We're getting this fuel gauge fixed and a few other things.
Well, the similar thing I think is going to have to happen to mine.
Oh, yeah?
Let me show you this guy here. So this is one that we brought back actually at the same time, now that I remember.
Yeah.
The Imperial and the Lincoln. And they both needed trailered.
Oh, wow.
But this one here, everything's good. You know, somebody did 90% of the work to it. One of the front calipers was sticking, so we did calipers and rotors and hoses and stuff on the front.
Yeah.
You know, and just some stuff like that. So I thought we were all done, and then Becky and I decided, let's take this thing to Oklahoma to pick up a car. You know, like, let's road trip it because they're so comfortable. And I was at the gas station filling it up. I'm just standing there, just filling it up, and I'm going, no. It was almost like Dumb and Dumber. And gas started pouring out of the car.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pouring out of the car, and I'm like, get in, we gotta go. Get the gas going down the road. Yeah. And so whoever had and then the first night I drove it home, I ran out of gas a mile from the house.
Oh, man.
And it said a third of tank, right?
Yeah.
And the sending unit, like, it's funny, when you fill it up, it goes down. And then when it goes down, it goes up. It's kind of wonky. But so I drove it. It only should have a gallon or two of gas in it. I kind of drove it all the way out of fuel.
Okay, good.
That way you're not handling, isn't that a pain?
Yeah,
you know? So I actually got a gallon can in the back just in case I ran out because I was trying to get it run down. So probably a filler neck or maybe the sending unit gasket. Yeah. And then take a look at the sending unit, and maybe they didn't get something. Maybe they got the wires crossed or something. You know, never know. So what? So the Jaguar's ready? Is that right?
It's ready to go.
What?
Cover gas.
Yeah.
And everything.
So how did that job go?
It went well. It's very tedious. It takes a long time.
Yeah.
Be careful, but yeah, it all went well.
Yeah, I remember when I was here last time. Daniel had it all tore apart.
Yeah.
And but you know, it's something. I mean, it's a beautiful car. I mean, I had to fix it.
Yeah.
You know, I can't sell it with the leaking onto the manifolds like that. You know, you don't drive this car around and smell burning oil, you know?
Yeah.
Well, sweet. Well, awesome. Well, I appreciate you getting that sorted out. I'll get in and pay my bill and leave you with the Lincoln.
Sounds good to me.
I appreciate it, buddy.
All right.
Thanks, Wizard. Well, everything sounds perfect, man. Thank you so much.
All right,
We'll see ya.
Yep.
This thing is just purring like a kitten. Meow. Jaguar. Oh. Let me check out my gauges, make sure I got fuel in this thing. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Yep, we're good to go. Got a quarter of a tank, so I'll get back up by the shop. And we got a station right by the shop that has 91 no ethanol. So let's go ahead and get this car. Actually, you know what? I know where this car needs to go next. It's going to the radio shop and get the radio sorted out. So that's where I'll head next. I was trying to remember where to take this car next because these cars are such a, you know, you got so many steps to deal with, you know, and then the last thing will be Van Gogh to get it polished. But I remember that the stereo was crackling. It has an old amp in it. So I'm going to take it to the radio shop and leave it with them and let them get this radio going. So I'm on the road. Oh, this is nice. I mean, this thing rides. The seats are softer and more comfortable than the Lincoln, but this thing actually road holding probably actually rides nicer than that Lincoln. Pretty amazing. Love these cars. All right, let's hit the road. And I'm here. What a nice drive. So stay tuned for the detailed video overview of the 91 XJS, which should be coming shortly, and the 88 Lincoln Town Car when the Wizard gets done with it. There'll be video overviews on both of those cars. Appreciate you guys riding along. It's just another little tales from the trip, just doing my thing. Hey, you guys, appreciate you. Like and subscribe. Have a great day and happy motoring.